guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro, and happy Halloween, everybody. It's Halloween 2024, and on this very spooky night, I'll be doing a watch-along / commentary of the first Terrifier movie from 2016. I'll also be enjoying some popcorn, and we have this, I guess, limited edition Mountain Dew 2024, and it is voodoo flavor, I guess. It's pretty clever. So if you want to watch along, you can. I'll give you a countdown. I don't think it's necessary because I'll try my best to describe what's happening in the scene, but you can if you want to. Alright, let's do this countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. The movie's starting up. And I'm just streaming this, so hopefully it doesn't glitch out or lag and then it screws up the timing, but I'm just gonna try my best here. So yeah, I started to, and I've seen this character before in thumbnails and stuff like that, but I didn't really know what it was from, what the character was from. And then the third one came out, I started seeing it everywhere. I'm like, okay, maybe I should actually watch this movie. So I have seen this before a few weeks ago, and I was very impressed. It's not the best movie, but it's pretty good, and it's really hard for me to get into new movies. That's why I'm retro, not moderno, but yeah, I was pretty impressed by this. So yeah, it starts off with this little TV, and there's some kind of like news report thing going on. Yeah, she's interviewing the survivor of some horrible attack. And her face is like all mutilated. It's pretty disturbing how this character's face is all mutilated. Looks like it's burned with acid or something like that. Alright, I'm gonna eat some popcorn. But that pulls you in right away. It's like, how did that happen? Okay, they say his name right at the beginning, Art the Clown. I didn't know that. I never knew if they reference his name or actually say his name in the movie. So this scene here is obviously influenced by the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Right in the beginning, it shows Freddy making his glove for the first time. And in this movie, Art the Clown is putting his makeup on and stuff, so very similar the way it's shot and stuff. I love the music too. Oh, there's his little hat. I think that's the creepiest part of his outfit somehow. Alright, we're getting all the opening credits and whatnot. As he's making something. He's got a little hatchet type thingy. He's gearing up. I gotta slow down on this popcorn, it's not gonna last. I'm gonna try this Mountain Dew. It's alright. It's kind of what I expected. It tastes like, those freezies, what do you call them? Yeah, that's what it tastes like, the clear colored ones. So now we have that reporter interviewer lady backstage talking to someone on the phone. Just kind of talking crap about the lady with the face. It's like, if I ever, do me a favor, if I ever looked at it like that, promise you'll put me out of my misery. She looks back because she heard something. It's like, yeah, whatever. She continues her phone call. or something again. She looks back at this clothing rack. She walks up to the rack and nobody's there. Oh, she's there. That lady with the face. And she attacks the interviewer. And she, I guess, poked her eyes out or mutilated her face or did something to her face. Oh yeah, oh my god. That is nasty. And then she starts to laugh. Oh my god, that is... And then we get the title, Terrifier. So now we cut to like an outdoor scene. And two friends are walking. And they obviously came from a Halloween party. They're dressed up. I gotta turn up the volume here, I can't really hear. Okay, there we go. So the blonde one is drunk. And she wanted to drive, and the other one's like, nope, you're not driving. And here we go, Art the Clown. Creepy, very creepy looking clown just walking in the alleyway. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Cotton Eye Joe or something like that. And he has a garbage bag. I can't remember here to find out what's in the garbage bag. Some nice cinematography there of him walking. And probably this was like a super low budget movie, but it made a lot of money. Independent movie. The blonde one is like, okay, just give me a minute. And now one of them sees Art the Clown just standing there. And the other one doesn't notice yet. She's like, yo, look. And the drunk one is like, finds it funny. And she's like, hey, handsome. Acting like a typical drunk person. So she looks back and he's not there. Pretty standard horror movie stuff. But effective. Oh yeah, so now they're going to some pizza place to get some pizza, obviously. I don't know why she didn't just drive home. The one that's not drunk. Maybe the one that she was hungry or something. I don't know, I missed it. Oh, and they just show that her phone died. So, that'll be important later. So she, talking about some guy who wants her to meet him at his apartment or something. Uh-oh, look who walks in. It's Art the Clown with his garbage sack. That's pretty terrifying. And he's giving her the, the old flirty eyes, kind of, but not really. He's just looking. And Pizza Guy's like, I'll be right with you, buddy. Man, that's a great mask and prosthetics or whatever it is. It looks really good. Oh, and he just does a creepiest smile. I definitely get Five Nights at Freddy vibes with this movie where you just see like close-ups of his face just smiling for like a uncomfortable long period of time. And he never talks in the movie, spoiler, but he never talks, so that makes it even more creepy. He just gets creepier and creepier with his faces. That must have been a blast. I can imagine him fun doing all those faces and stuff. So the black girl, what's her name? Tara, maybe, I don't know. She wants to leave, but the drunk one is like, she goes up to Art, it's like, can I take a picture with you? And he's not changing his facial expression at all. The guy's in the zone. Don't mess his flirting game. You know, he knows what he's doing. You watch those DVDs like How to Pick Up Women or something like that. You just stare at them. They like that. Oh, she took off his hat. Oh boy, you do not do that to Art the Clown. He does not like that. He decided. She put it back on at least, so she takes a picture, the drunk one, with Art. Does a kissy face, and she's like, thanks, and she walks away. She's like, why did you think he was gonna hack me up with the little pieces? Well, now the pizza guy's asking for his order, but he won't stop staring. Bro, you gotta order something or you gotta go. It's definitely gonna be a long night. So Art goes to get a coin off the other table, and he's buying you know those gumball machines. He's getting a gumball. Or no, I think it's one of those little prizes that you know, get those little prizes or whatever. And he got a ring, toy ring, and he's giving it to the brunette. We'll call her. And he puts it on her finger. He likes her. And he walks off to the washroom area. And her friend's like, that's the nicest thing a guy's done for you all night. All night. That's not a very long time. So they get their pizza. The pizza guy's checking on the girls. And they're like, oh, that guy's harmless. Don't worry about it. I think he said, I'll go check on him. So he goes back into the bathroom. That's the thing, there's a lot of things in this movie that I don't think I'll be able to describe on YouTube without getting this video demonetized. And Brunette there staring at her garbage bag. At Art's garbage bag. She's like, what do you think is in it? She's like, I was like, I don't know, who cares? She's very sus about that. So pizza guy is kicking Art out. He's like, you freak. What's wrong with you? He's like, oh my god, what was he doing in the washroom? Not sure, I want to know. And he gets his garbage bag. He's like, take this and don't come back. Oh, poor Art. And he tells the other worker there, he's like, get a mop and some bleach. It's like, dear Lord. And the girls are like, okay. And they're walking away now from the store and wondering what he did in there. She makes a suggestion that I can't repeat, but it's even worse than that. She was still wearing the ring that he put on her finger. They showed her tire was a slashed. I couldn't tell. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's flat. I don't know if it's slashed, but it's flat. She doesn't have a spare tire. Just call Uber. sister. So now we see what he did to the washroom, and there is crap everywhere, literally. And he spelled Art, his own name, out of that stuff. So what I'm wondering is, why the hell didn't that guy call the police? Like, if that's essentially vandalism, a biohazard of some sort, I would have called the police, especially with that guy being so creepy to the girls and stuff like that. So now we see Tara. Yeah, that's the main girl's name. So Tara calls her sister. She's at home chilling. The sister looks like was studying for something. She's like a goody two-shoes bookworm type. Which usually means they'll be the sole survivor, but we'll see. So she asks her sister to pick her up. Her sister she's reluctant to go pick her sister up, but then her friends, I guess she has roommates. Her roommates came home, and he's like, and they're like all like drunk and like making out and stuff. She's like, I might as well come pick you up. So now they're chilling in the car. So yeah, it's a low budget movie. It doesn't have the highest budget visuals. It's not bad. But the gore is like top notch. Very, it's over the top for sure, but it's fun gore. Pretty disturbing sometimes. So Tara is still worried about the clown. I'm just wondering if he slashed the tires. The first thing I noticed about this movie that I really liked, that a lot of modern horror movies, probably since the mid-90s, couldn't seem to get right, is making the villain, the monster, whatever, look cool as hell. It just look terrifying, but still, like, you just want to look at them, but you don't want to look at them at the same time. They definitely nailed that in this movie. But yeah, another pizza guy, one of them, it came out of the washroom after cleaning it, goes to the kitchen area, he's taking off his gloves, and oh my goodness, he sees the other guy's head, severed head with like candles in it or something. And there's Art the clown, and his face is all like mutilated. So he's trying to get out the back door. He's like, oh man, somebody rang the phone, I gotta get it. Maybe it's another order. Oh my god. So he just like chops his hand off. His blood spurting everywhere. Run, you idiot. And he gets a knife in the cheek. Now we're back to the girls in the car. Pretty good. Like I was saying, Art looks cool. Terrifying, but cool. Like Freddy Krueger or Jason or whatever. As creepy as they look cool and you want to see more of them. Oh, and he's like stabbing the guy over and over again, cutting back and forth between the girls talking. Oh my god, right in the eyes. He has a thing for the eyes, it seems. And then he's like just stabbing him in the face over and over again. You're still wondering what was in that bag, and the other girl doesn't care. She's like, who cares? You're never gonna see him again. Oh my god. The guy's face looks like a pizza now. I don't know how they managed all the score with such a low budget. can't remember what it was, like $200,000 or something very, very tiny. So now Tara has to pee. She's like, just go and pee, but she can't pee, in the middle of nowhere. So she gotta find a place to pee now. Some random guy comes out of a nearby building. I think we find out he's like the exterminator. Just an exterminator who happens to be there. And the blonde one's like that creepy guy over there. Go ask him. I'm like, what's so creepy about that guy? Just a regular guy. She didn't find the clown creepy, but she finds this regular, everyday, bald guy creepy. And this guy, this exterminator guy, he kind of looks like a combination of Sling Blade, the Sling Blade guy, and the guy from Office Space, the main character. But I don't think it's obviously not either of them, but So the exterminator's like, alright, fine, you could go use the washroom. Yeah, the blonde is like he's even creepier looking than the clown. I'm like, how he does not look creepy at all. Just because he's bald. Yeah, and he was about to, says he was about to bomb the place, meaning bug bombs. He was like, I was gonna fumigate or bomb or whatever for rats. Just a little reluctant to use the washroom, but just worried about rats crawling out of the toilet. And he's like, should I wait for you? And she's like, I'll be alright. I'll leave on my own. But I would, if I was him, I would wait for her because I would want to know when she finishes so that I can release the bug bomb or whatever. So now she's looking around in this creepy washroom. I mean, I've seen some rundown washrooms, but goodness gracious. That urinal. Yikes. First time I watched that, I thought that this guy lured her into Art the Clown's personal torture shack or whatever, but it's just a really rundown washroom. I think that's what you're supposed to think, maybe. So I actually watched the second one, like a week after I watched the first one. I have to admit, I was pretty disappointed in the second one. I know a lot of people like it, but I just thought it was way too long and unnecessary. Oh, they're announcing on the radio that Art the Clown is a suspect in murders, and he's carrying a large garbage bag, and she's like, oh my god, no. But anyway, yeah, the second one was way too long, and I feel there's a lot of unnecessary filler in the movie. I don't know, it's just me. I like this one because it's like just one long night. Oh, and Art the Clown gets in the car. She thought it was her friend for a second, and then she screams. But yeah, just one long night, and girl trying to get away or whatever, where as the other one takes place over at least 1 or 2 days. And I don't know, it's just the whole thing about the dream sequences and stuff like that. I don't know, I couldn't get into it nearly as much as I got into this one. The core was still good, but I feel this one was better overall. So she's done in the washroom, she's walking out, and she hears a baby crying. Sounds like a baby crying, so she goes to investigate. That would be my cue to get the hell out of there at a fast pace, but that, generally speaking. I haven't seen the third one yet. I believe it takes place at Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe I'll watch that one for Christmas with you guys. She's looking around. There's a big stack of tires that she finds funny for some reason. She sees a shopping cart. Here's a weird cat-like noises. And there's some lady. It's like, you don't have to say a word, or your eyes tell me everything. And she seems to have a baby in her hand. This lady's a bit out of it. It's like, you must be the new tenant. You're really gonna like it here. And the baby is just a doll. So is this still inside the building that she peed in? Because if they're about to gas this place, I don't think she should be in there, but... And the interesting thing about the way the movie started when it showed the lady with the mutilated face is, throughout the rest of the movie you're thinking, oh, is that her? Is she gonna be the one that gets, her face all messed up? So it keeps you questioning that. So that was a good way to do that. And she sees Art now in the building with bloodied hands and the knife. That was definitely one of those Five Nights at Freddy's moments. Five Nights at Freddy, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So of course she falls down because she's trying to get away, and that's just what you do when you're trying to get away. And she goes into this parking area. These look like all scrap cars, but I don't know if they're supposed to be regular cars. Maybe it's like a, what do you call that? A towing company lot where all the towed cars are. Tow yard, I don't know, bro. They should make a parody of this, but it's Krusty the Clown instead of Art. And you can see him creeping. She's hiding behind a car. And he's creeping, looking around. Definitely creepy. Can you imagine how terrified I would be if I was her? Oh, and he suddenly turns and it seems like he's seen her. She looks under the car and sees his big clown shoes. Actually, no, they should make a parody of this with Sideshow Bob as the killer. Or maybe Sideshow Bob tries to stop Krusty the Art Clown. Kind of does look like Freddy Krueger a little bit. Obviously not without the, not the same kind of makeup, but just his facial bone structure, which is obviously not his real bone structure. Okay, he went out of sight, so obviously he's gone, right? That's how these things work. And she's starting to not crawl, but like sneak out of there. somewhere. Oh, he keeps stabbing her like in the shin or something like that. The thigh, or not the thigh, but the calf or something. She's trying to get away, but he grabs her. And he just starts to strangle her. Because that's an old classic. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, he's going for the eyes. He's going for the eyes. That's an illegal move, Art. Can't do that. Oh, she gets a foreign object and stabs him in the armpit or something like that. Or in the side or the ribs. She gets up, runs away, starts knocking on the door. No one answers it. And now she picked up another foreign object. You can tell it's a crowbar or something like that. And Art approaches. He's looking around. Looking from one side to another with his creepy smile. Oh, there he is. You always can tell when he's about to quickly turn around and see her. Oh, there's a rat. Oh, I think he's found her. She threw something to distract him, so he's gonna go check it out. Didn't think he could be that easily fooled. And although this movie is low budget, they don't try to do anything beyond their capability, like wacky CG or whatever. But the gore, I don't know, again, that's remarkable for such a low budget. Okay, we get a bit of a break from the craziness. We see her sister, Tara's sister, driving to go pick her up. And now she's hearing about the news report of the murders in the pizzeria. Now that they're looking for a man in a black and white clown costume. She's concerned, of course, because she's in the area, and her sister is in that area. Okay, so we're back in the, with Tara. She looks like she's inside. That's one thing I can say about this movie is that sometimes it's hard to tell if they're inside or outside, but, oh well. So she sees a locked door that's chained up. She's back inside the building now, I guess. And oh, I see Art chained the front door from the inside. So she can't get out, basically. There must be another way out. So she's limping, of course, because she got stabbed somewhere in the leg. Good lighting, too, I gotta say. Not the best, but pretty good. Again, for a low-budget movie. It's well done. Oh, and now she sees the exterminator dude again. But he's listening to headphones, earbuds, whatever. He doesn't hear her screaming for help. Oh, there goes Art. Grabs her, and exterminator guy turns around. It's like, did I hear something? I guess not. And he has, what is that? Oh, a syringe. And so he's injecting something into her, I guess. And she's passed out. And he's like, ta-da, or whatever. And now she wakes up. And she's tied up, and she has tape over her mouth. That's one thing I don't like about horror movies. I really, really don't like is like torture scenes, especially when somebody's like, you know, tied up or whatever, and they can't do anything about it. It really disturbs me. I don't like that. I don't like the Saw movies. and that kind of thing, and this is kind of a scene like that, but it doesn't last long, and it's just so ridiculous and over the top that it didn't really bother me too much. So she sees Art and she starts struggling and she's like, oh my god. And he pulls out a weapon or a tool, I guess, a hatchet or something. And he's like, right up in her face. And he pretends like he's gonna, hit her with it just to scare her. And she, of course, gets scared. And he's like, oh, don't worry, don't worry. And then he does it again just to mess with her. And this is definitely one of those scenes that I definitely cannot describe fully. So he pulls out like a hacksaw. I guess it's like a medical hacksaw, I'm guessing. And she starts screaming, of course. Okay, what's he gonna do? Pulls her head back and like he's gonna, with the saw. But he's just waiting. It's like, nope, not yet. And he slowly makes his way over to this curtain or blanket or something that's covering something. And he pulls off the blanket and it's her friend. And she's hanging upside down in her birthday suit. And that's about all I can say about this part. And of course they're both freaking out. And basically, how can I explain this? Well, she ends up split in half. I'll just leave it at that. And it's probably the most ridiculous scene in the movie. But it's so, like, unrealistic that it didn't even really bother me that much. Okay, that shot was pretty disgusting. I mean, it's all disgusting, but this one, like, disturbing shot. Very disturbing. But then, by this point, it's, like, so, like, over the top. I mean, you need a much more, it would take way longer. I know it's a medical saw probably, but he seems to pretty quick. It would take much longer than that, I would think. But I don't know, bro. Maybe he's got super strength. And Art's just having just a great time. He's having a blast. And Tara's trying to struggle her way out, trying to break through, and she breaks off one of the arms of the chair, not one of the chairs, but the chair. And Art approaches very slowly, and she's free. Boom. The first hit on Art. First damage, and boom. He gets a knife to the back. Actually, was that the... Oh, no, he got damage already. That's true, he got damage. He got stabbed somewhere on the armpit or the side or something like that. Okay, so we know Art can feel pain. So there's that. She's trying to get away. Then we see her sister. Tara grabs a 2x4. I mean, her must be on some like painkillers or something. Doesn't seem to really be in pain anymore. Maybe he likes the pain. I heard that Terrifier 3 Joker 2 in the box office. Is that true? I wasn't even sure if Terrifier 3 came out in the theaters or not. Yeah, the Joker 2 wasn't that good, but still, it's pretty amazing. And actually, I didn't know that there was a, I didn't know this movie existed until recently, but there was a short film, Terrifier short film, that came out, I think, in 2011. So that's cool. It's been around for a while, and thwack, gets a 2x4 in the head. Another shot to the head, another. And she missed that one. Oh, shot to the gut. This reminds me of Terminator 2, where, oh, look at this part's pretty, not funny, but this part kind of surprised me. Looks like he's about to die or whatever. He's in rough shape. Reminds me of Terminator 2, where Sarah Connor is blasting the T-1000 with a shotgun, and he's about to fall into the thing of molten steel. But anyways, he's getting up very slowly. He's wobbly. He's on a knee, and he's going in for the final kill, the final shot, and he pulls out a gun and shoots her in the leg. Oh yeah, that's a spurty leg shot. That hit a vein, an artery. So yeah, that kind of made me laugh when I saw that, because it was so unexpected. I would not expect a character like that to pull out a gun and shoot somebody. You know what I mean? They usually, characters like that will use knives or whatever. So that kind of made me laugh because it was so unexpected. But somehow it doesn't seem out of place for this character because he's so messed up. So now he approaches her and boom, shoots her on the side. And he points the gun at her face. He's not smiling anymore. And he shoots. And we don't see if it connected. So now we see that he got her in the cheek, I guess. But she's still alive. Oh, and he's out of ammo. I don't want to say if that means she's lucky or not lucky, but... And Art walks away like unbelievable. Now I gotta get another clip. And we cut back to the sister. She arrives at the building. Art's getting some more ammo, I guess. Oh, that's what's in his bag. Oh, okay, I see. Garbage bag is full of those tools and stuff and his weapons and whatnot. This ammo stash. That was gonna be full of like body parts or something. So now sister's knocking on the door of that building. It's locked anyway from the inside with the chain, so she's not getting in there. What kind of building only has one exit? It's gotta be an emergency exit. Alright, he's got some more ammo. And... oh, it's her friend's phone is ringing. So our sister, I guess, is calling her friend. I can't read that. She's texting or something anyways. She's like, where are you? Or something like that. Oh, and Art's responding, I think. I believe it was her friend's phone, right? Because Tara's phone died, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so... Okay, so Art responded, Tara is sick, come around back. But obviously it's a setup. And you see a big smile return to Art's face. He has another victim. You see the remains of her friend there. And he took a selfie with her and the dead friend. Because before she took a selfie of her with him. Okay. Oh my god. And he returns to Tara and shoots her in the head. Pretty. Oh my god, multiple times in the face. So it makes you start to think, okay, maybe she's the girl at the end with the face that's all messed up. But then again, she's obviously dead, so it can't be her. But maybe she survived somehow, I don't know. But now we see that lady with the baby doll happen to walk in and see her. See Art, killing her. So Art waves at her and she runs away. Okay, now the sister is going around the side alley, very, very creepy side alley. Man, that kind of reminds me, I went for a walk today with my dog in this park. I take him too often, but it was kind of getting dark and there's no one around. There's usually people around and all the leaves blowing and stuff like that. I just felt very creepy. It reminded me of that scene for some reason. It was like eerily quiet, you know what I mean? Anyway, so now the baby lady goes to the exterminator guy, trying to warn her about the dead lady. And the exterminator is acting kind of weird in this part. He's like, lady, if you don't go away, I'm gonna call the cops. Like, he thinks she's crazy or whatever, but I don't know if I buy that reaction in the situation. I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll call the cops, don't worry about it, I wouldn't just say, get away from me, it's kind of weird. It's like, don't touch me. He pushes her down, poor lady. And he walks off in a huff, in a puff. And then she realizes that, she's like, oh, Emily, I guess that's her baby. It's just a doll, but, I thought what was going to happen was that she was going to see, or they were going to find out, like, there was like a dead baby inside the doll or something, but they didn't go that route. Oh, and Art the Clown is now sneaking up on Exterminator, and tap, tap, tap. Boom, hammer to the head. Hammer smash face. So, yeah, I was like, wait, that was kind of a lame death. They didn't really show any blood or anything, but there's a reason for that. And he picks up the guy's phone or he hears somebody's voice and he just smashes the phone. Hammer smashed the phone. Okay, so now we're with the sister again, and she's in the area with all the tires and whatnot. So like right now, is it inside or outside? It's hard to tell. I guess it's inside. And the baby lady sees her baby's gone. I'm gonna grab some more popcorn out of the bag. Okay, I got some more popcorn here. Just looking for her baby. She's terrified. She really does believe that it's her baby. Last time I did a watch-along video, last Halloween, I can't remember what movie it was, but anyway, this popcorn was stale, but it's the same exact box of popcorn, and now it's not stale, so I don't know how that maybe just gets better with age, I guess. It's a little stale, but not compared to last year. Looks like the sign on the door says Sales and Art Corp or something like that. So now the lady sees Art sitting down with the baby, her baby. And he's like, please give her to me. Don't hurt my little girl. And he's like, shh. So she's pleading with them to let her go. She's like, I see kindness in you, somewhere in your heart, in his art. It's like, have you ever felt a mother's touch? And he slowly looks at her as if to say, what do you think? Or is she tapping into whatever humanity he has left? There's blood covering his face, pretty terrifying. It's like, she's all I have in this world. Spare her. I wonder if in the original script that was supposed to be an actual baby. But they're like, okay, that's just too disturbing. Oh, and she places a hand on his face, trying to show him the touch of him, or the love, mother's touch, or whatever. Oh, and he seems to be receptive. Oh, he starts to suck his thumb. So it goes into, refers to a baby-like persona or whatever. And she's like, it's okay, it's okay. Very, very disturbing indeed. So now we see some dude drive up in his truck. So this is the partner of the exterminator guy showing up with his equipment and whatnot. He's trying to get in the back door or whatever, but it's locked, and he's like, oh, damn it. So he calls his bro, not his bro, but like his partner. He's like, he gets the answering machine. He's like, answer your phone, come on, every door's locked here. You know, he sees his sister somewhere inside the bowels of the building. Still looking for his sister. It's like, it's effing last time I do this. So she's trying again, I guess, to call her sister. Wait, maybe that was her sister's phone, because now she hears oh no, it's Dawn's phone. Okay, that's the blonde one. So she tried to call Dawn, and she hears Dawn's phone ringing somewhere, so she's just gonna follow the ringing. So she goes down some steps into some basement type area, I guess. It's like, I know you're in there. I can hear your phone. Maybe she thinks it's like a prank or something. It's just a prank, bro. And she slowly... Yeah, seems like if this is a prank, I'll kill you both. Well, you're a little too late for that one. what's left of Dawn, the blonde. I'm not even sure if I would think that was real, especially on Halloween. I would think, okay, I get it. That's part of the prank. So she starts running, but she hears somebody scream. She thinks it's her sister. So she runs towards the area of where the scream came from. And she's screaming in the doorway. So, can you hear me? I think by now I would call the police. Like, her phone works. Why wouldn't she call the police? She saw somebody split in half. It's like, maybe you should call the police. But anyway, she's going down these steps into this dark area, expecting the worst. And then she finds much, much worse than the worst. If that's possible. Or the clown could definitely make that possible. And panning shot. And what do we see? Somebody on the floor. Is that her sister? Or is that the other lady? I can't remember. She's like face down, moving. Hair is covering her face. And oh yeah, okay, so this is weird. That wasn't the... Oh my god, okay. It's hard to explain. So the baby lady was on the floor with, she's been scalped, I guess they call that, and part of her skin removed. And Art the Clown was wearing parts of her skin, kind of like Constanza the Lambs. And wearing a wig. Oh no, he's wearing her hair on top of his head, I guess. And he's coming up the steps. Yeah, definitely disturbing. This one messed up clown. So she's trying to, he's walking like a zombie, kind of. So she locks herself inside a cabinet or something like that. Well, there's no lock, but she goes inside this cabinet. That is just grotesque. It's kind of funny how he's acting though. Like funny in a grotesque way. And he's pointing and laughing, or miming laughing at the chest, or the cabinet, or whatever that thing is. Because he knows she's in there. She's looking through a little hole and he kind of walks off to the side. And he appears again, obviously. He's trying to break through the door or whatever. And he disappears again. And you hear like honking car horn from outside. It's like the other exterminator guy losing his patience, waiting for his partner to open the door. I was like, screw this. He gets his stuff. He loads up the truck. He's like, I'm out of here. He's like, you're on your own, buddy. He starts up the car. I was like, oh man. He's like, wait a minute. He looks under the mat of the door, and yup, there's the key. He's like, I'm an idiot. Oh, I just cracked my neck. I don't know if the mic picked that up. I felt good. So the sister is still inside this cabinet thingy. And exterminator number 2 guy finally gets inside the building, looking for his friend Mike. And he's walking around. It looks cold in there. Like, hello, is anybody there? He's getting no answer. He looks down on the floor and sees blood droplets or bloody footprints. He's like, what the hell? Can't be good. I can't tell if those are clown shoe footprints. That would have been interesting. I was like, what kind of footprints are these? And something fell and scared the crap out of him. Where's the mop? Okay. Oh, he stepped on the baby, the doll. So Art is around somewhere. Or he was, at least. Guy's very creeped out by this doll. Oh, there's Art right behind him. Oh, bloodied. Oh, I get stabbed like right in the head. That shot when he came up behind him kind of... Oh, now he's like slitting his throat. I don't remember that part. I guess I must have... Maybe I went to the washroom or something. Oh, and there goes his head. Damn. He got exterminated. When he came up from behind this guy, it kind of reminded me of Aliens when Newt is underground, not underground, but like under the floor, whatever, in that water, and then the alien creature comes up from behind her. Reminded me of that, but anyway. That was well done. Gross. Disturbing. And now the sister's coming out of the cabinet thingy. She ran down some steps. Oh, this is, I guess, where the, saw a piece of, you see, like, corpse bits on the floor. Just freaking her out. And she runs, another locked door, and there's Art the Clown on a tricycle. Where'd he get that tricycle? Just having a blast on that thing. Oh, it's not a tricycle. It's like one of those little clown bicycles. Like at that episode where The Simpsons, where Homer becomes like a Krusty the Clown, I guess, and he has to do the trick where he goes on that little bicycle and does a loop. That goes to the loopy loop. But anyway. And there's the little bicycle on the floor without Art. And the wheel stops spinning. I don't remember this part either for some reason. Must have been distracted by something. So she hasn't found her sister yet. Well, I'm assuming is dead. I can't remember. There's a bunch of rats. Oh, there's a gas can there and a shoe. There's rats everywhere. get out of somewhere, but can't find a door that will open or something like that. So I can relate to that fear. What is that? Or something. Oh, and he puts a plastic bag over her head. Or just not a bag, but just a plastic over her face. And of course you can't breathe, just make a hole with your finger. So she's suffocating. She tears a hole. Or it's like, oh my god, what? He seems confused, like, how did she do that? Oh, she sees a spike on the floor, and oh, right in the clown shoe. I guess he does have big feet. And he gives her the finger. Real mature art, real mature. So she climbs up some random ladder, but it's blocked. And the bald exterminator guy, the first one's still alive. That's why they didn't show any, like, his head exploding or anything. Man, he'd have a massive headache after that one. Exterminator's like trying to regain his... What the... Oh, he sees, she sees her sister's dead body finally. Yeah, she's definitely dead. Yikes. She's not even recognizable. How does she know that that's her? And he put a sign on her that says circus. And Art shows up, of course. And what does he have? Some kind of whip type thing. Metal type of whip. It's not gonna feel good. Oh, he got her in the arm on his first shot. Man. He's getting her multiple times on the back. That is brutal. There's one sick clown. I don't really find clowns creepy like a lot of people do, but this is definitely disturbing. Oh, here comes Exterminator guy. Boom. He knocked out the clown with something, I don't know. So he's getting the sister out of there. They're trying to escape. Damn, what a... Oh, okay, I see. There was like, look like scalpels and stuff on the end of that whip. And the girl collapses. He picks her up. Looks like he got her face a little bit there too. So he's gonna go call the police. Hurry up and call the police already. So he's calling emergency. He's saying, I'm reporting a murder. We need the police here immediately. It's giving the address. And the sister's kind of like going into shock, I guess. questions the responder person on the phone. It's like he's armed and he's a total effing maniac. Okay, the police are on their way. It's like, we're not staying here, we're going to the emergency room. So he's like, okay, let's go to the truck, it's outside. Maybe should have done that in the first place instead of having a powwow with the police. And those doors are locked too, they're chained. So I guess I'm gonna try to find something to break the lock. He's frantically searching for something. Oh, and here's Art. And he hits him with something. I don't know. Oh, that's his canister of rat poison or whatever. And now he's just stomping him with his big clown shoes. Right in the face. Oh, that's impossible. He just stomped his head and his head exploded like a pumpkin. Not a pumpkin. Oh, a pumpkin, I guess, but I was gonna say watermelon, but. And Art's like pretending he's laughing or whatever. Mime laughing. Did that pretty well. And she grabs something and she starts trying to break the lock. And he slowly approaches her. It's like, you're not going anywhere. That kind of look on his face. And she's trying to really get this thing off. And boom, there it goes. But it's too late. Art grabs her. And again, he goes for the strangulation maneuver. Oh, she got him with something. I didn't see what that was. But she manages to get out. She's limping towards freedom. And she goes into the door that says keep out. She's not obeying any of the signs. She squeezes herself in there. Oh, and he grabs her through the door. That's terrifying. Oh, but she gets away. You got a clump of her hair. Sorry, that part made me laugh. He's like, get away from me, you effing maniac. And then he pulls out this, those little horns that you honk. The clown's honk. He starts honking it like obsessively. Something really funny about that, as absurd as that sounds in this situation. And he seems to be gone all of a sudden. He pulled a Batman. So she's looking through the crack in the door. She doesn't see anything. Maybe it was all a dream. Maybe not. Man, how far are these police? Where are they? It's the most secured building in the world. Every single door's locked. Oh, and you hear the sirens in the background. Just go, thank God. Finally. She runs to the door. Oh my goodness, she sees a truck heading her way, and boom, the truck smashes through the door. That was like Terminator. And Art the Clown is inside the truck just grooving to some sweet jazz music or something. Wait, what? We got some ending credits there. What was that? Kinda missed that. So now he goes up to her. Did he say something to her? Looks like he said something to her, but no sound came out. He tasted her blood. Oh, I see what's happening, yeah. So basically he's eating her face. And the police show up. They're saying, don't move, they're pointing their guns. They're saying, get up, get up. Let me see your hands. So Art's like, okay, fine. He's going for his gun. I think he's going for his gun. Like you're gonna get shot. He's slowly going for his gun. And he turns around and Art ends himself, I guess I can say. And before I did that, the cop was like, no, no, no. He pointed the gun at himself. He was like, no, no, no. I'm like, I don't think a cop would care if that guy's about to do that. That was kind of a weird reaction. Actually, the cops would probably shoot him as soon as he turned around or saw that he had a gun or whatever, like, or anything that looked like a gun. It's a pretty good shot of the blood pouring out of him, though. And they notice the girl, the sister, is still alive. But so I guess she's the one who was in the beginning who the face was mutilated. So now where do we go? So now Art's body's being wheeled into the morgue, and you could probably guess what's gonna happen. And this is where the movie kind of fell apart for me at the end here. But yeah, we see some morgue, I guess, and there's the autopsy guy or whatever. And yeah, he has to whatever what do you call these guys? Morticians? I don't know what you call them, bro. Autopsy guys. And they're like, they just found 2 more bodies. And so one of those bodies is Art, and one is, yeah, said he was eating the face of some girl, and then blew his brains out. So the doctor, autopsy guy, whatever his name is upset that he has to be there for another 24 hours. He's about to end his shift or whatever. Alright, so he's not in the greatest mood. Grab another sip of Mountain Dew. He's like, I've been doing this for 22 years. I've pretty much seen everything. But I don't think he's seen everything. Alright, so he's putting on his gloves. He opens up the bag, body bag. Number 1, this is the the exterminator guy whose face got bashed in. He's like, I've seen that before. Or maybe he hasn't. So now he's gonna look at Art, which he calls the man at the hour. And he unzips it. And there's a smiling face, pretty creepy. And then the lights start to flicker. Flicker, 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 flicker. And the phone starts to ring. He's like, what the hell's going on here? He's looking around, and then, okay, it stops. Everything returns to normal. He's like, what the hell was that? And then, it's like, okay, whatever. He turns around and boom, Art's still alive. And grabs him by the throat, and he raises up like the Undertaker. And he's choking him, choking him, choking him, choking him. And the guy's like, what the hell? And 1 year later, it says now. So this is the sister now, finishing her recovery in hospital. She's being discharged, I guess. So, are those her parents, or who are those people? Yeah, I guess those are her parents. And this, now you see her face there, and you guys realize, okay, that was, because like, good luck with your interview tomorrow. And you're the honking of the horn, and then you see Art's face for a second, and boom, that's the end. So yeah, a really good movie. I said that ending part kind of ruined it. Didn't completely ruin it, but I didn't like the fact that they hinted that it was supernatural. Like, part of the interesting thing to me was, not that I mind supernatural horror movies. I like supernatural horror movies, but like Nightmare on Elm Street, for example. But what I found interesting was, oh, this is like a real person that, like, how screwed up, what screwed up so bad in this person's life that they became this messed up. Especially because when they showed him with a gun, that kind of makes it a little bit more, it seems a little bit more human that way, not in a good way, just that this monster is actually human, but he's still a monster kind of thing. But when they just kind of say, oh, it's supernatural, and it's like, okay, well, whatever, anything goes in that case, I don't know. It was a little disappointing, I guess I'll put it that way, that it seems to be supernatural. I guess it's possible that he's not supernatural, and he just by somehow fluky survived the bullet wound, but whatever, it's a movie. I found it entertaining, just definitely disturbing. I wouldn't say scary, but I can totally see how people who are scared of clowns would be terrified by this. If you're scared of clowns, I'm sure you will never watch this movie, and you should probably never watch this movie. But anyway, that was the watch along. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a happy and safe Halloween, and remember, stay the F away from clowns. Alright guys, I'll see you guys